So I welcome you once again to the second to the last module 7, where we'll be looking at real world projects and assignments. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that now and turn on the bell notification so you'll be getting all the updates and modification we'll be having to each of these modules. So let's see what we have in store for us. Now, this module will focus on applying your skills to real-life scenarios, building a strong portfolio, and refining your craft through practice and feedback. So that's what this module 7 is all about. We're going to use real-life scenario to assess our ability, and also we'll build our portfolio as we get stronger. And again too, we're going to be critiquing our work. What you have written, you share with colleagues. You drop your link in the discussion channel where other people will get to see what you are doing and give you feedback. So basically, this module will be more on assignment, practice. So we're not going to take this for fun. We have to really put in the effort, put in the work, and I promise you, during this practice stage, it might look difficult for you, but as soon as you pass this stage, when you start landing clients, you will see the advantage of this phase that you are in now, because majority of the work you would have done them. So when you start getting clients, it will be as if you are just having fun in what you have been doing before. You see, but if you skip any of these stages, when the time comes for you to get client or when someone hire you, see that it becomes difficult because you have not been practicing. So put in the work now so that later when you start landing clients, you'll be having fun and making money through it. So let's go to the next slide. Now in this slide, we'll be looking at hands-on assignments to allow you to put theory into practice. So what are we going to see in this? The first assignment is we are going to write headlines, image sequence, and sales page. I know for sales page we've not really done a comprehensive video on that, but I decided to include that so that you will have more work to do, and at least when you put in this effort, when we'll be going to the advanced stage of this course, when we'll be doing landing page, at least but the fact that you have put effort to want to learn it, everything will make sense to you. So it won't be as if you are being spoon-fed. Now what you do is you develop headlines for various industries to capture attention. And apart from that, when you will be doing this on your own, I will also try and bring together about 100 to even more than that of different headlines from different industries or different niche. I'm going to bring them together. So what you will do is that you will go through them. Anyone that catch your attention, anyone that pique your interest, you use paper and biro and write it down. This one is what I will give you on my own, but before then, I want you to start using on your own, write headlines for any industry you want. But what I want to include is I will bring swipe files for different headlines. So you go through them, anyone that piques your interest, write it down. When you make a compilation of the ones that piques your interest, then you evaluate them. Ask yourself, this particular one, what was the interesting thing about it? What made me to even like this, or what made me to write this headline down? Analyze it. Now, when you start writing for client or when you will be practicing later, that thing that makes you to pique interest in that headline, use that same motivation to write your own headline. Model your headline to that one that makes you to pick that particular headline of interest. So I don't know if you understand the point I'm trying to establish. You'll be writing headline on your own, but I will still drop some headlines that you will just go through. Anyone that piques your interest, write it down. Then after writing it down, ask yourself which emotion, what makes you to even pick this headline from the list of headline that was there. So whichever thing that makes you to pick that, use that information or use that concept to write headlines next time. So I think that's clear. Then after headline, another assignment that you'll be doing is you are going to write image sequence, starting from how you convert leads to customers. So the image sequence, I want you to do it in 3 parts: part A, part B, and part C. The part A, Ordinarily, you might decide to write one email each for each of these parts. You might decide to make it 2 email per part or 3 email per, is your choice, anyhow you want to do it. But this email sequence you are going to write, like I said, is in 3 parts, A, B, and C. Part A will be on introduction or a kind of welcome email. Part B will now be on more information about the product or whichever thing you are writing about. The part B will give more insight or give more information, give detailed understanding of whatever thing you want to write about. Then the third part C of this email sequence, will hammer on how you can make your reader to make purchase, to buy. So that is how the email sequence will be. First part is introduction. The second part of the sequence will be, you will expose the reader or your target audience more to the product or the services you want to offer them. Then the C part of the email will be how to make them to take action, either how to make them to buy, how to make them to sign up for that product or that service. So that is what the email sequence will be. I think that's okay for this part. So let's look at the other half of this slide. The next assignment you are going to do is how to craft script for video ads or product description. Yes. Now what this means is that you go to any social media platform. When you are scrolling, any advert, video ad that pop up, just try and look at it. If possible, if you can download it, to fine. Or if you can screen record it, fine. Screen record it. Play the advert from the beginning to the end. Understand what the advert is trying to talk about. Then pick any product or any service just like what you have watched in the advert and create your own just like that. So I want you to model your own to the advert that you see online. So that's another assignment. Then next, you're still going to do the other assignment is you craft persuasive script targeting specific audience with a clear call to action. So probably in this script, your target audience might be people from maybe age 18 to 40 years or 18 to 50 years. Your target audience could be only female or male. But what I want you to do is you have to have a specific target audience. So this script you are going to write or the advert you are going to do, it should be directed to that particular target audience. So if it's just female alone, you should look for any product that you know female will use or female will, as in for a particular gender. Then write your script, your video script or your advert to target that particular audience. So that's the assignment. Then the last assignment on this slide is you craft product description script, a product description script for any product. You can look for any e-product, any product online, any product you see. It could be cosmetic product, home appliance, any product at all. So you are going to write a copy for that particular product, and the template, the framework you are going to use should be FAB, feature, advantage, benefit. So whichever product you lay your hands on, the script you write is, you talk about the feature of that particular product, the feature, talk about the advantage, then the benefit, then find a way to make your target audience to buy or to do any action you want them to do. So all of these, we are going to submit them in our discussion channel so that we can look at them. Probably you can also form a group of 3 to 5, maybe offline colleagues, friends and family offline, of 3 to 5, so that you can also be sharing your idea with them. I think that's fair enough. Then let's go to the next slide. Now in this slide, we'll be looking at portfolio building. So your portfolio is a gateway to landing clients, showcasing your versatility and expertise. That's what portfolio is all about. So in this slide, what you do is you choose pieces of all the work you have done. It could be all of these assignments I've given to you or any practice you have been doing before now. So you are going to pick all the ones that you feel is good enough that whenever you want to hunt for clients, this is what you will show them. So that's what the portfolio is all about. So you have to edit and format the samples in a professional way. Although I will still do a separate video on how to create a proper portfolio. Probably I will show you how to use Canva to create a portfolio. But this assignment, this portfolio you are going to create, all the your best work, you are going to open a Google document folder. All the ones you have written, you paste them there, you write there, you put them there. At the end of the day, you will now share the link to our discussion channel where other people will get to see your work, your ability, and how skillful you are with your copy. So that's the assignment. Now in this second part, we will see how we can display diverse writing styles effectively. So what this means is that you have to include a mix of hard copy, emails, long format content, storytelling that showcase your adaptability. So what I'm trying to say here is that in all your practices and all the assignments that you have done, if you want to put them together in a portfolio format, you have to pick different parts. The ones that has to do with hard copy, include that. The one that has to do with email, long content from storytelling, just make sure you have a variety of different formats that you have, so that subsequently, if you are looking for a client that will hire you, if you show them this kind of content, at least they will understand that okay, you have different style of writing, or you are familiar with different writing formats. See, so that's just the basic thing. So let's go to the next slide. Case study and feedback. Learning from real-world examples and constructive critiques helps you refine your skills. Yes, this is very important. So what we'll do here is that we'll try to break down other people's copy. So when you come online and you see any adverts, any content henceforth that you suspect that this could be a product of copywriting, you just have to take note of them. If it's advert, you see, click on the advert. First of all, study the advert, study the pattern, click on it, enter their landing page, see what they have done, look at how it is. If there is any need for you to, there are some advert that will require you to sign in. Maybe you put your email and sign in, so you can use another email. Just create your email for practice. It might not necessarily be your real email you are using. Just create another email. You can be using that to sign out to people, to other people's landing pages, or to sign up for newsletters, so that you can be receiving news, see people's newsletters, what they are doing inside their landing pages, for you to study it, follow the same pattern to do your study and learning. So that's basically what I want us to do in this case study. Then lastly, I will also suggest that, like I've mentioned before, form a group of 3 to 5 offline, not in our discussion group. So this learning, for example, is totally free. Nobody is charging you for anything. All the learning is free. You are not paying for the course. So as you are learning it, you can introduce your friends and family, the people within your reach that you know, include them, introduce them to the same training, so that they can also be learning. Now the advantage is that if you have colleagues or friends and family that you are learning together, you can always share ideas together and critique each other. That also has a way of trying to increase your speed and enhance your practice. Then apart from that, you will still be sharing whatever thing you work in our discussion channel, so that every of our community members can also critique it, while you're also critiquing other people's copy that they drop in the discussion channel. So that's one of the fastest way that you can learn easily too. So I think that is what this slide is all about. Most importantly, by completing this module, you will gain practical experience, build a strong portfolio, and learn to analyze and refine your work, which is a key step to becoming a confident and skilled copywriter. Because if you skip any of these steps, your morale will be so low, you will not have that boldness and confidence to hunt for clients. So it is for your own good. I will advise you follow all the steps, do all your practice, do all the assignments that we've suggested to boost your confidence. And when you are confident enough, it's now time for you to look for clients. So In the last module, we'll talk about certification and the next step or the way forward. Like I said before, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell notification so that you'll be getting updates from us. See you in our next module.